what you find consistently is that many of the most unhappy and most miserable and most angry people in our media are childless adults. Let's just be honest about it. Because look, the elite model, the American dream to the elites is get as much credentials as you can, get as much money as you can, get the most prestigious job, and that's where you're gonna find your self-worth. But I gotta be honest with you, most of our mainstream reporters are not impressive enough to find a lot of self-meaning in their jobs.
This man, J.D. Vance, bankrolled by PayPal's Peter Thiel, is second in line to the presidency.
He's done things with couches. We've heard a lot of things about J.D. Vance. But my Democrat friends are scared of him. And I'm like, oh, that's why Trump picked him as VP. That's his assassination insurance. He's like, you can try to kill me, but look who's down the line. Yeah, you don't want that? You want that? Ah, good duck, you know?
Meanwhile, comedian Sammy Obeid puts it all in perspective.
It's horrible. She was horrible. She had a very good friend named Willie Brown. I liked Willie Brown. He knows more about her than anybody's ever known. He could tell you every single thing about her. Could tell you stories that you're not going to want to hear.
This tired line of attack was also roasted by the comedian.
To be honest, I don't really like the way a lot of people have gone after Kamala Harris. I think a lot of it's been really low blow. People talking about her dating history, because she dated Willie Brown in San Francisco a very long time ago. She got a position at that time. And it's like, dude, that was a very long time ago. Like, if she had dated Joe Biden, that would be weird. Like, we could talk about that. But if we're going off of dating history, I don't think Trump's doing much better at all. In terms of lawsuits, at least.
A fair point indeed.
Kamala can't have my guns, she can't have my gasoline engine, and she sure as hell can't have my steaks and cheeseburgers.
Others are accusing Harris with no evidence of building her career primarily on race and gender. Some on the right in the past rebooted Trump's birther claims against former President Barack Obama by falsely saying Harris, who was born in California to immigrant parents, is not a U.S. citizen.
These attacks were rather tiresome, weren't they?
And then people are debating her race, too. It's like, we're debating a presidential candidate's race? Like, we've never done... Oh, yeah, actually, oh, yeah, we did with the Obama. We did, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Like, is he a Muslim? You know, or was he born in Kenya? Or like, I don't even think Hawaii's a state. Like that whole thing. So I realized, yeah, the only time we've ever debated a presidential candidate's race is with Kamala and Obama. And I can't put my finger on what they both have in common, but...
So do we, Sammy. So do we.
Wi-Fi radiation does all kinds of bad things, including causing cancer.
Wi-Fi radiation causes cancer?
From your cell phone. I mean, there's cell phone tumors. You know, I'm representing hundreds of people who have cell phone tumors behind the ear. It's always on the ear that you favor with your cell phone. Oh, and, you know, we have the science. So if anybody lets us in front of a jury, it will be over.
And then there's this guy, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., a Trump ally.
And then RFK Jr. is like, yeah, I hit a dead bear in the woods. You did what? Yeah, a dead bear cub. I had to stash it in Central Park. Like, what? Did somebody ask you that? No, I just figured it was time to confess. Dude, RFK Jr. is so weird. He did an interview where he randomly confessed to stashing a dead bear's body in Central Park. And so people clearly had questions. And his press person was like, you got to clear this up. He's like, no. What I meant is I work with roadkill all the time. I have a lot of in my freezer right now. Like, what? He's like, no, because I feed it to my birds. Like, just stop, man. Just stop. You ever watch videos of RFK Jr. at his house? He's just like surrounded by birds. Birds love him. They'll like just fall on his shoulder, be like, that's my next running mate. You know, it's like, birds love RFK Jr. I think because they sense the worms. But if you know, you know. But that guy's a can of worms.
Okay, that one was good.
What's happening in America's college campuses is horrific. Anti-Semitic mobs have taken over leading universities. They call for the annihilation of Israel. They attack Jewish students. They attack Jewish faculty. This is reminiscent of what happened in German universities in the 1930s. It's unconscionable. It has to be stopped. It has to be condemned, and condemned unequivocally.
The only embarrassment is this man right here, not the students. Meanwhile,
for years, you told these kids they had no future job. You told them they were useless, that they were addicted to social media, that they were going to end up being homeless. Well, now guess what? Living in tents in front of Harvard. That's what you get.
You get what you wish for, okay? And this guy's like, well, they're just a bunch of woke kids using hate speech. I'm like, which one is it, all right? You can't be anti-woke and anti-free speech. That's like saying, I'm a morning person who hates breakfast. Like, no, that's your thing. Don't. He's like, well, they're anti-Semitic. I'm like, dude, these protests are mostly being organized by Arab and Jewish students. That's the most Semitic thing you've ever seen in your existence. Arabs are Semitic too. Did you know that? Didn't go to college? Got it. Okay. Have you ever seen a Passover Seder with keffiyehs? Nah, bro. This is pro-Semitism. And he's like, yeah, well, they're un-American and they're terrorists. I was like, do you know why they're protesting? They're calling for their campuses to divest from Israel. He's like, what's a divest? I'm like, that might be the problem. But you just asked me, what is a divest? To divest is a form of boycott. Last I checked, boycotting, the most American you could do. It's actually how this country was founded.
Sammy rightfully spoke in favor of the protests at the time.
Like, for instance, they want men playing in women's sports. I don't think I could ever say I'm thrilled about that, okay? I've seen it. I've seen people really hurt. In the Olympics, you had two boxers that transitioned to women, and in the women's boxing, they both won gold medals. And you saw the young Italian girl got hit a couple of times. She said, oh, I'm bye-bye. I mean, she got hit very hard, and only with lefts, boom. And she then walked back to the corner. She said, I just got hit by a horse. I can't take it. And then she walked back. You're right, about a little bit right, but she's fighting a man. But anyway, but the two guys, there were two of them, and they both won a gold medal.
The nonsensical attacks on Imani Khalif were also quite draining, not only because the most powerful people in the world blatantly lied and put a target on her back, but also, in turn, they put a target on every trans person's back. It is the most bad faith political hit job we have seen in some time, or at least until Trump takes over again.
It reignited this whole debate about who can participate in women's sports, and it's always dudes who have the strongest opinion on this. When did you even start watching women's sports in the first place? Let alone caring. Here's my hot take. I think women can decide which league they want to be in. So if you ask me, which nobody did, why not let women choose democratically if they want to be in a certain league? Maybe we'll end up having a girls' league where it's La Femme de la Femmes, or, and it's just like, for boxing, it's just like cat fight, like rare, and they fight it out, and the winner gets to fight J.K. Rowling. And then we can have a high tea division, that'll be hosted by Joe Rogan. And that's fun to watch. That's good sports. Any dude who complained about trans women in sports, like, shut the up and just watch really good competitors beat the living gender fluid out of each other. You know what I mean? Let's see it. Let's see it.
Our defense relationship is critical to both nations, which is why I support the United States' commitment to provide Israel with $38 billion in military assistance over the next decade.
Then there's Harris' stance on the war in Gaza. Obeid, a Palestinian American, shared his thoughts.
Listen, Kamala lost, so a lot of writers lost their jobs, and it hurts a lot of people. I get it. A lot of people want Kamala to win. And let me tell you, if it's about identity politics, let me tell you, I want a woman president. Okay, I want a woman of color president. Okay, I want a black, Indian, Jamaican, whatever she was on the day president. I want all those things. But can we get a different one? That's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for. Yeah. Give us a top 5. We'll choose, maybe someone not tied up with genocide. I'm asking for too much, huh? I'm asking for too much. I'm sorry.
And let me be clear. I will always stand up for Israel's right to defend itself, and I will always ensure Israel has the ability to defend itself, because the people of Israel must never again face the horror that a terrorist organization called Hamas caused on October 7th.
For instance, let's say in the next election, let's say DJ Khaled runs. Right? Right, my thoughts exactly, right? Listen, Arabs, you gotta admit, we're gonna have some conflicting emotions. Because we're gonna be like, F that guy, he doesn't represent us, right? You know, DJ Khaled, he hasn't spoken about Palestine at all in the last year. You look at his Instagram, he's disabled comments. Because all the comments were like, you fat talk about Palestine, like that's what everybody... And now all of his videos are just him eating in front of his kids, and his kids don't even want his food. It's just, they're like, nah. And it's just, yeah, he's disgraced, you know? But you gotta admit, if he did run, party would be like, oh man, Palestinian in the White House, you know what I mean? Makaluba Tuesdays, you know, and it would be kind of cool to see someone, you know, not who looks like me, but who, you know, checks a certain box that I check being in the White House. There would be something cool, but I would also just be like, can we get a different one, please? That's all I want. And somebody already got mad at me for this comparison. Like, that's comparing Kamala to a DJ. Kamala was a successful lawyer who won case after case. I'm like, yeah, another one. I'm just saying, give us 5 to choose from. We'll pick we the best. You know what I mean? But until then, show us another one. People are mad at me. People are mad at people who didn't vote for Democrats because they opposed the genocide. People want to blame the election on us. So we'll look at the electoral map. That's not what happened. People just like Trump in this country. I mean, if you look at the electoral map, it's a sea of red, and then New Mexico and Colorado for some good reason in the middle. It is red. Like, you can literally draw a line from Florida all the way, you know, to Alaska, even through Canada, because they're red too, just like through it, you know. But at least the Democrats finally saw a red line. So, all right.
Please do check out Sammy Obeid when he comes to a town near you. For more info, go to sammyko.com. His YouTube can be found under his name for a ton of long-form clips from his shows. Facebook as well, where he has amassed an audience of over 240,000 followers. Instagram with the same handle being, of course, his name. And TikTok. He's a fantastic comedian. Please support him if you can and are willing. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYT Sports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.